I'm going to teach y'all how to actually learn. If you're not a high rank, I'm going to show you how to play like one without actually being like one. Without you being a legend, I'm going to show you how do you play like one. This is something I learned when I was trying to play Aki. I would watch people that I respect and want to learn, and I would watch it and then just take over. And then what you could do is you could learn a small part and then you branch it out. And eventually, if they had a good round, you can almost learn the whole round. And you're learning the reps, you learn the flow. And you could learn this without having to be taught things. And if you don't know how to do it, if there's something that's too hard to do, at least you can save it and then come back to it and practice it. I always think that having something to give you feedback in this game is good. It's why I say trials is one of the most important things to like learn. If you do it right, it says that you did it right. You do it wrong, you know you still have work to do. Treat the replays actually like trials. All right, so what I did was I went and found a replay from Betty. Legend rank, 237th rank. Let's watch and let's see if there's anything that they do that we can say like, oh, I want to learn that. I want to steal that, right? You treat this like the trial mode. So we're going to watch it. When something comes up, we're going to go, all right, I'm going to take over and learn how to do that. Betty, my goat, show me something. Chilling. Get the low. Knockdown. What do they do? Shimmy. All right. Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. All right. Wait for the knockdown. Cool. We know this knockdown. This happens all the time. But the shimmy, what's it feel like? Boom. Right? Awesome. So we hit it. Let's go back. Let's keep doing it until it feels natural, right? And there's like all these things that we can do here because we know what they're going to do. We could practice this until we get it down. What did they do in actuality, right? They did a slight walk. They walked back. Strong, fierce. Yeah. Now watch how this works, chat. We are going to go back to when they got the hit. Here, right? Let's wait for the drive rush. Take over here. And now we do the combo. Do the dash up, walk back, boom, right? Then we do the frame kill into throw, boom. So now we've done half the round. We've played exactly as they did. We can practice everything here. We can do this. Just getting the reps so that we know what it feels like. What do they do? Dash up. Boom. Now they go for a kill, right? Do they get the kill? Boom, right? The whole kill. Perfect. Great. Anyone can do this. Anyone can do this. We would have been able to beat this guy because we're doing everything that they did. So let's look at round 2. Is there anything from round 2 that we can learn? Even if it's a knockdown, a setup. That was really cool. Bong, 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 bong. That's crazy that hit from there. Okay, we're chilling. That sucks. Hey. Knockdown. What's the... Set? Get off me. That's gonna hurt. Oh, nice. Medium kick. Bam. Everyone gets cooked. What do we got here? One miss crouching medium kick. And we're in the corner. Let's just life meaty. Hard meaty light punch. Boom. What's the knockdown, chat? Dash up. Walk. Back hard kick. All right. So this was not successful, but that's okay. That's okay, right? Because we want to be able to practice this because they didn't do this. Right? There was a slight delay on that muscle. So you see how like there's a delay. Oh, also, chat, you can also look and see what they did and find a counter for it. So they did a super delay light punch, right? See? So can we actually catch it? Because she had the right idea with the back hard kick, right? Can we find a timing to actually beat this out? All right, cool. Boom. Same thing again, right? We see what they're doing and we can find a counter for it. I probably would do something like a down heavy punch, to be honest. That would almost burn me out, right? I mean, I'm a feng shui engine user. I probably would be doing this, right? But you see how we have something in front of us that we can see where Betty wasn't successful with their choice, but we also have access to what they're doing too. So we can actually find a counter for it. We would have to delay it more. In fact, so we can see where they fail and where we can succeed. Nice throw. Nice throw. Oh, they're dead. So case in point. How often do you not kill here? What do they do here? Drive rush. Strong throw. Drive rush overhead. How often do you not get kills here, right? So we're going to take control. Well, they did strong, right? They did strong into it, right? Done, right? So again, this is how we practice. Just being able to get the reps in. I'm dying. Just being able to get used to doing things so that, like, when it comes up in our games, we're not confused. Oh, they were mashing. That's crazy. Find a player that you respect, that you want to learn from, and then do that. Look how much damage this did from this case here, right? They're almost full health. Look. You could be doing this too. This play is yours. You just learned it. You learned it just like that. You didn't need to look at a guide. You didn't need to come to me, although I love it when you guys do come to me. But you could just look at this and, like, copy this. Crazy. Throw. Throw. Overhead. Boom. Can you do this combo? You can't? Learn it. You can learn it in the replay. You can do this. I'm struggling where I'm at. I'm not where I want to be. There's a lot of improvement that I need to do. But my point is, you always want to play like the rank you want to be. Some people will say things like, "Oh, I'll learn that when I get to that rank." No, learn it now. That will help you get to the rank. You want to play like the rank that you are. It's like that phrase, like, you want to dress for the job that you want, not that the job you have. It's like, these players are amazing. These are the best players in the world. This is ranked 237th in the world. I'm flattered, but learn from them. Yeah, you can take your combos, you can take setups. Not only can you learn from it just from that, but you can also see what your opponent did or what they did and then find a solution for it. Because it's not so much that, like, you're trying to, like, learn arbitrary things. This is something that a person did. So it's possible that other people will do it. So in this case here, when we went back, I think it was in this round here, right? In this part here, he pressed a button. The Ken player pressed a button. And here's the thing. He was going to press that button no matter what. He did a really delayed attack. In fact, not for nothing, chat, this attack hits and he presses the next frame. He was one frame off from being hit here. This could be online. This could be slight timing adjustments. He was going to press his button either way. Maybe this is a universal timing that other players tend to do. So learning this timing might help you against those who want to delay an attack. So, like, that's like what I'm saying is, like, you can see what other people plan to do and then make a strategy around it. That's awesome. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn from everyone. Hanma, I'm learning all of his stuff. That's my goat. But you do have a good way of explaining things. You get them. Other people sound boring or suck ass at teaching. You know how to make things understandable. I appreciate that. That is, like, my absolute goal when it comes to trying to get better. As a teacher, it's hard for me to learn certain concepts. So when I get it, hopefully I can explain it. Because to me, if I can't explain it, I don't got it. But part of your journey is learning how to learn. And I'm a firm believer that you want to do drills to get better. But hey, look, you can use the replays to create your drills. And the drills that you create are real matches. So these are the things that will happen. It's one thing to look at a person who is like so far advanced, like her, where you can like steal her combos, right? But your opponents are not going to play like this player does, right? They're not going to play the exact same way. So maybe if you're platinum, you should be trying to look at like low masters, high diamond, look at players like that, because then you might find similarities, right? When you're playing the game, I'm gonna take my camera off. But when you play the game, you can't see what they're doing. In this case here, Betty, when she fought this Ken, understand that like when people delay buttons and they block, you can't see what they're doing. There might be like context clues that like maybe you can't see inputs, right? But you know they didn't stand up. Since they didn't stand up, you know that they didn't walk backwards. You know that they didn't press a standing attack. You know that maybe they delayed an attack. They probably delayed a light attack, a crouching light attack. They probably delay throw, but you know what they didn't do. That's they didn't stand up. So like you do get information, but Betty doesn't know what they did. If we go back and turn on the inputs, we can actually see what they did. This connects here, right? This makes a connection here. This is the first active frame here where they block. The next frame, they press a button. You now know their timing. If you play anyone often, you can learn their exact timings on things and then come up with a strategy. But this is a competition. This is called scouting. If you want to beat your friends and you want to get better and improve your game, you could do this. You can go into their replays, find out their timing on block, and then come up with stuff to beat their timings. You could find their habits, the things that you can't see when they're blocking. What are they doing, right? You can't tell, but what if they're starting to mash? You can tell that, hey, sometimes they like to mash. This whole way through, they're going for combos. Guess what? They're mashing in case they drop. In case they drop, they were mashing. What if your friends are starting to mash on you? You wouldn't be able to tell. But if you know that they mash, you can reset them. It's the cheat code. Replays are so valuable now. This is such a great tool. This is how you can learn tactics, strategy, setups that legend players are using. You can do this. It's all in your hands.